One of the values we have as a church is that we want to invest into the next generation. A couple of years ago, we decided to do something that was kind of out of the box, different than anything we had done previously as a church, that at Christmas, we were going to receive a special offering. And 100% of that offering was going to go to help kids and students experience camp during the summer. And here's why camp is such a big deal. In the world that our kids live in, there's so much noise. If I could describe their lives, it is noisy. There's so many messages and so many things going on, and their lives are busy and chaotic. And here's what happens at camp. For 1 week, they get to be in an environment where they just encounter Jesus. All of that noise gets pushed aside, and there they are, them in an environment that supports and encourages them to spend time getting to know this God who loves them. And when they experience that at camp, their lives are forever changed. This last year, we sent 4,236 kids, preteens, and students to camp. And here's the most amazing part. We had 1,137 leaders, volunteers who gave up their time to be a part of creating this environment. And as a result, 489 said yes to following Jesus for the first time. 511 signed up to be baptized. And at our high school camp, we had 91 students that felt like God was calling them into vocational ministry. God is doing something massive amongst our kids, preteens, and students through camp. You're going to be hearing stories over the next few weeks of things that God has done in the lives of these students, also in the lives of these leaders that have been a part of camp. One story that comes to mind, there's a dad who's a single parent, has 6 kids. There's no way he could have sent his kids to camp this last year, but because of this offering, he was able to send his kids to camp. 3 of them said yes to following Jesus and were baptized. And God's going to continue to do work in their lives that's going to ripple out for generations to come. So here's what we're going to do. This Christmas, we're going to be receiving an offering again, and 100% of that offering is going to go to help send kids to camp next summer. We're going to ask that all of our Sun Valley families, you would give to that offering. We're going to ask that you give $100. If you're like, that's a lot, give what you can. If that's nothing at all, then pray about what God would have you give. And if 100% of us get behind what God is doing amongst the next generation this next summer at camp, we're going to see more kids meet Jesus, more leaders get connected, and more kids' lives forever changed for generations to come. Would you join us?